Boy Salty here, October 23rd. I think I got the date right today, so we're off to a better start than I was yesterday, because apparently I can't tell what day it is anymore. This one is part of the welcome back to another episode of a bunch of stories that are 100% true that you probably won't believe. Well, this one kind of goes in hand by saying that if you worked in retail, you probably dealt with something like this before, right? So this old lady comes into my store once or twice, and first time she comes in, she starts complaining about the front of the store. And I mean, there's nothing I can do at this exact moment, because she's not the only person in line. On top of that, there's a third-party company that comes in during the day and night that cleans the front of our store. Now, I mean, I'm not saying I'm a slob or anything, but I would have definitely cleaned this. And I'm pretty sure I did after, the rush or the lineup that I had was done. So she starts complaining about that. And whatever, I kind of sent her on her way. I was like, whatever, try to put myself in her shoes. Maybe she's having a tough day, right? Whatever. You kind of think about her for a little bit, right? She comes in again about a month later, right? Still angry as ever. Like, I'm talking angry, like mad, like super just PO'd. And she starts looking at me and she goes over and buys another bottle of vodka like she did last month. She walks over and she deliberately knocks off a tag. And I'm not just saying she does this. We saw her do it. We even watched video footage because, of how big of a deal she made about this whole incident. And so yeah, that happened. She comes up to my store. She comes up to my till. She looks at me and she says, or it doesn't even come to me. She goes up to actually one of my coworkers at the time and says, "You better pick that up. I could have slipped and hurt myself." Meanwhile, she had a walker, okay? That's like 3 legs on either side, okay? There's no way in heck or hell that she's tripping over something when she got 6 legs altogether, okay? It just does not work like that. So she comes up to my tail and she starts complaining and just being quite frankly, just a bitch. And she walks up and, I ask her if she'd like a bag, and she says yes. Obviously, I want a bag. I'm not taking this out in public. So, gave her a bag. I put her bottle in a plastic bag. She then looks at me and... Sorry, my glasses keep falling down. She then looks at me and then says, "That's not how you bag product. I need a paper bag as well." So I kind of looked at her and I was like, okay. I'll put it in a paper bag as well in your plastic bag. But just the whole demeanor and output that she was giving off was just extremely rude. And I'm pretty sure other people that work in retail can relate to this one. Sometimes you just get a handful of mean people, and they think because you're behind the till, you have to bend over and do everything they fucking ask. Sorry, does my lipstick look good? Because I want to make sure I look good before I get fucked. No, it doesn't work like that in retail, man. That is an old trend that died off many years ago. Unfortunately, some people still latch on to it and hope for the best that it still works. So, I look at her and I say, listen, you need to start being more polite to me and the staff that I work with, right? Or I will not sell you liquor anymore. And she looks at me and she says, "You are a joke." And so I looked at her back and I said, "So are you." And she looks at me and says, "I used to work at a liquor store when I was living in Germany and I was 4 years old." I said, "Fantastic. Do you want a medal? Because I'm about to refund your product." I didn't refund her purchase. I should have at the end of the day when I kind of think about it, but I didn't. So, this is one of those things you'd have to be there to actually understand the how stupid the situation was, because she was just kind of wow, shooting left, right, and center, all guns blazing, going in head first, taking charge, taking names, taking whatever the rest of that saying goes. It was something else. Yeah, this one's it doesn't involve police, right? So it's a little bit different, but it's definitely a story. It's your boy Salty, October 23rd. You guys have yourself a good rest of the day. I might upload something out later on, but as far as it goes, this is the one you got today. Peace out.